You good right now, bro?
All right, brother, go ahead.
All right, so one, we the Hebrew Israelites who come in week out to prophesy the downfall of this place known as America, all right, which in the scriptures is known as Babylon, Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon, Nineveh, what else?
Great city.
The great city, spiritually Egypt, spiritually Sodom. All right, we come out here, the Lord, through the Spirit of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, to bring the, talk about the downfall that the Heavenly Father is getting ready to bring to this place. All right, first and foremost, we want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'Chakodash.
Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, and much blessing and salutations to the Akim around the four corners of the earth who are diligently pushing out this truth and this truth with sincerity. All right, so we out here another week. Things are getting closer to the end. As they say, we live in great times. Shark, give me Habakkuk chapter 2 real quick. Prophecies are speaking. You can smell the prophecies in the air. Even though I can't smell right now, but you can still smell them. All right. If you can't smell, you can still smell it. All right. You can taste it in the air. It's something in the air right now, and I ain't talking about something physically. I'm talking about something spiritually is in the air, and things are getting ready to get back to popping again, man. All right.
Yeah, you can feel it in the air like Phil Collins.
Yeah. You see the Spirit always have him come out every week. She's a regular attendee too.
Yeah,
so
kind of.
every week, same spot. But go ahead and get that Habakkuk real quick, because we living in dire times. It might not seem like it. The bars are opening back up. But the Lord is getting ready to bring great judgment here to the soil of America, man. All right, go ahead.
Con, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1.
Read it loud, brother.
Con, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and I will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what shall I answer when I am reproved.
And this is what the prophets are doing. The prophets are watching, all right, and they're warning the people, because that's what the job of a watchman is. And the Lord said to warn them from me, so that's who we're warning the people of. The judgment that's getting ready to come of the Heavenly Father on the planet Earth. And the scripture says it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. The Lord ain't coming back to sing kumbaya and give you hugs, man. The Lord is coming back to judge and to set things aright. Okay, because right now the earth is turned upside down. The things are flipped upside down, man. All right, you got homosexuals running rampant. Okay, the devil himself is in power. This is the basis of men, for Christ's sake. Go ahead, Ar.
Con, verse 2. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables.
Man, what's the vision? The prophecies, man. The prophecies means to say before, and to say something. Say something is going to happen. You have to have seen it. Okay. Otherwise, how are you a witness? Okay. The scriptures in Revelation talk about what is that? Yeah, that too. There's another one I think is in Revelation where it talks about that about the elect being the witnesses, or testimony.
The testimony of Yahushai's prophecy. Testimony means to witness.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm looking for.
Revelation 19:10.
Yep. Yep. So how to be a witness, you gotta actually see things happening, man. All right, and we see it through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The men of the Lord have the spiritual eyesight. Their eyes have been healed, and they can see now. Okay, go ahead.
Con, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Yeah, that he may run who readeth it, man. Run to what? To obtain the prize of salvation. Because if you just hear this message and you just go ahead and just kick your feet up and do what you were doing, you ain't running. You ain't trying to obtain salvation. You're trying to obtain the judgment you was getting ready to receive anyways. Okay? That was it on that. And the judgment that we getting ready to talk about, man, is the judgment that's coming here to America, man. All right? Because the scripture says the things written before time are written for our learning. All right? So go ahead.
So this is the book of Nahum, the prophet Nahum. We'll be in chapter 1, starting at the top. The burden of Nineveh. The book of the vision of Nahum the Elkoshite.
And Nineveh was the chief city of the Syrian kingdom, man. All right, that was a chief city. All right, so America's that chief city of Esau. Okay, so this is Nineveh all over again. Okay, if you can spiritually receive it, go ahead.
It says, the Heavenly Father is jealous, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai revengeth. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai revengeth and is furious. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will take vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserveth wrath for his enemies.
Right. And this is what the Lord is coming to do, man. It said that he is jealous, he is vengeful, and is furious, man. Hey, the scriptures say that who shall not be utterly beaten to powder by the Most High, man. That's how mad he is. He's going to obliterate people, especially here in America, man. You know, judgment's coming to the entire world. As we read in 2 Ezra chapter 15, it says, woe unto the inhabitants of the earth. Okay? But primarily here in America, okay, this place is going to be completely through. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 3. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
Yeah, if a brother can get real quick, don't hand joining hand, go sure. You know, because read it again, go sure. It said it will not acquit the wicked.
Verse 3, Nahum 1 and 3. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is slow to anger and great in power, and will...
He is slow to anger and great in power. A good example of how slow and anger the Lord is, look at how long the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans been under the hand of the so-called white man. That goes to show you how slow to anger the Lord is. The Lord is very patient, man. Okay, go ahead.
And great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
Yeah, not at all acquit the wicked, man. Meaning he ain't gonna let him go scot-free. Okay? And any of you idiots out there that think that Esau Edom is gonna get away with the things that he have done, that he's gonna be forgiven, you greatly mistaken. You got that out? Somebody got it?
Yeah. So Proverbs 11 and verse 21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished.
There you go. Go ahead.
But the seed of the righteous shall be delivered.
The seed of the righteous shall be delivered, and the wicked is going to be judged, man. You're not going to escape judgment. All right, when you're acquitted, O.J. Simpson was acquitted. He escaped the judgment for that one Edomite chick getting killed, you know, or whoever she was. You know, I don't know if she was a Edomite or not. I don't know her like that, but you know, yeah. But nonetheless, what? The wicked shall not go unpunished, man. Though hand join in hand. All right? 2/3 of Israel, you can all sing Kumbaya until the missiles come. Guess what? The missiles still going to come and they're going to destroy this place. Esau Edom is still going to fall. All right? Nineveh is still going to be destroyed again. Spiritually, you know, that is. Not spiritually destroyed, but the spiritual Nineveh is what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good point, because it's really going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Just like the ancient one was, you know. But it just like the prophecies. Like I don't know. Did y'all read Habakkuk 2? Is that what y'all read?
Yeah, we read it.
Kind of. So it was for an appointed time, you know.
Go and get yours real quick.
Ecclesiastes 8 verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Yeah, so the heathens of the world, you know, they see that they haven't been really judged for the things that they've committed on the planet Earth. So what is in their mind? Their mind is to continue to do evil. Okay? Because they think, well, shit, we ain't getting judged for doing this. We ain't getting judged for putting the children of Israel into slavery. We haven't gotten judged, you know, for setting up these laws and statutes here on the planet Earth that are completely contrary to the Lord's laws. We ain't been judged for that. But like the brother just mentioned, it is for an appointed time, that judgment to come. And it will come. Though it tarry, wait for it, for it shall certainly come. Okay? That was it on that answer?
Back in Nahum chapter 1, verse 3 again, I didn't finish it. It says, the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, have his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and his feet. He rebuketh the sea, and maketh it dry, and drieth up all the rivers. Bashan languisheth, and Carmel, the flowers of Lebanon, languisheth. And if I can get a quick precept in Habakkuk chapter 3, verse 8, the next page basically, it says, Habakkuk 3 and 8, was the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thy horses and thy chariots of salvation? Because the Lord, when the Lord's ready, it's going to seem like he's upset with the whole world. He's upset with the earth itself. All right? He's saying that, are you upset with the rivers? Are you upset with the earth itself, the mountains?
Hey, real quick, just like before the flood, he killed everything and everybody. All the plants and animals, they died too in the flood. Because you can kill a plant by overwatering it. So 40 days of nothing but water, all that was dead. Yeah.
And that's just gonna happen again, but this time it's gonna be with fire.
Yep.
Is there more than that? I'll go back to Nahum. It said,
Let's go ahead and skip the Nahum 3 now.
okay.
This is Isaiah 42. Isaiah 42, I'll start at verse 13. Isaiah 42 and 13. The Lord Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
That's what Yahushai is going to come to do, man. He's going to come and he's going to give that battle cry, and he's going to prevail against his enemies, man. Who are his enemies? All right, 2/3 of Israel, okay, because they hated him. All right, you don't love your enemy, man. You hate your enemy. And 2/3 of Israel saw Yahushua as an enemy because what he was bringing out, what he was saying was going to happen was contrary to what the people wanted. Okay, because they wanted to hold on to what they had. They wanted to continue in their ways. But what? Yahushua came to let them know, man. Same thing with the prophets. And it's no different in these last days because we come in the spirit of Yahushua. So what do the people do? They despise us, they hate us, they want us off the streets. Okay, but what? The Lord is going to come back and he's going to prevail. Just as his men are. Okay? His elect.
Verse 14. Isaiah 42 and 14. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself.
And the Lord has held his mouth for a long time, man. All right, now it's the time for the Lord to speak, man, and he's speaking. His prophets are out here. All right, prophecies are happening. There's signs in the skies, man. All right, the Lord is speaking clearly right now. All right, for those that have the ears to hear, so they're gonna hear it. All right, like the Lord said, my sheep hear my voice, man. And the sheep of the Lord are hearing him speak right now. The rest of the world all they hear is chaos. All right, like in the scriptures, whenever the Lord would speak, those that were meant to hear it, they would hear the Lord, or the angel or whoever speak, and everybody else would hear thundering. A bunch of noise and chaos, and that's what the rest of the earth is seeing. They're just seeing nothing but chaos happening right now. But we hear the Lord speaking. Okay.
I'll finish up verse 14. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once.
Yeah, that's that war cry the Lord's going to let out when he comes back, man. Because he's coming to behead people, man. He's coming to visit those that pierced him. You don't think the Lord got something special for them? Shit. You got your goddamn mind if you think he's coming back to save them. If they going to be forgiven. Shit. They fed the man piss. They stabbed him up. They pierced his hands and his ankles, man.
They put the crown of thorns on him,
Yep.
beat him.
They beat him, they whipped him. But they're going to be forgiven. You people are outside your goddamn minds, man. You don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you believe that?
You don't believe in anything. You're just making assumptions. And you know what they say about making an assumption? Makes an ass out of you. Not me. How's it on that? Go ahead now.
God. So back in the book of Nahum, the 3rd chapter now, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city.
Well, who's the bloody city now? See, back then it was talking about Nineveh. You know, you do the history on the Assyrians. The Assyrians were very gruesome people. They were into torture methods. They were into all types of disgraceful things. The things they would do, especially to the northern kingdom, because that was the bigger portion of the Israelites that were judged by the Assyrians. You know, they were torturing the shit out of our people, man. They were doing all types of wicked things. You know, a lot of blood. A lot of people feared the Assyrian captivity because of their methods, man. Their the things they would do to people. You know, and what does America do? The people fear America because of the things that they do. They came here. They completely destroyed the Native Americans by what's that? Something warfare. No, disease warfare. It was disease warfare. You know, they were giving smallpox. Same thing with the so-called Negroes. They give them sickle cell and biological. Yeah, biological warfare. Yeah. You know, chemical warfare too. You know, Esau's the goddamn devil, man. He just, man, he'll do anything and everything to try to take over a nation, man. As long as, and he'll lift up the gun if he has to. But nowadays, Esau come up with a bunch of different methods to kill, take over a nation. You know, you got to turn your people out into homosexuals. You know, that's nasty, man. That's disgusting. But Esau does that to bring the nation down, man. You know, bring revolutions. He'll start coups in the country. You know, pay people off to be actors and start riots and protests against a certain leader. And all
insurgents,
this,
yep.
You see that happening in Venezuela, man.
A lot of these other countries, they're still sticking to their ancient ways for the most part. You know, then you have Esau slide in there and westernize everything, modernize everything, and to a point where they feel like that's the only way that they can live now. They've lost their ancient ways, their roots.
Well, they got drunk off the cup, that the whore got. That's been forced down their throat, really.
Drink it. Woe, Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not.
Who's the prey? Mainly you Jakes. Okay? And you can't go nowhere, man. You ain't gonna be able to get up out of this judgment that the Lord is using, this devil for. Same thing as back then with the Assyrians. Jake couldn't escape that. They had to go through it. And it's the same thing now. You Jake, the majority of Jake gotta go through this, man. Shit, the elect gotta go through this until it comes time for salvation, man. But it said it is full of lies and robbery, man. All that this place it has been made off of lies. The state of America it has been made by lies, man. Even it's being even upheld by lies. You have Donald Trump, this is the greatest country ever. The economy's doing the greatest it's ever done. Come on, man. Who you really fooling? Deceiving the people. And then people eat that shit up, People really walk around here believing this that we're at the peak of America right now. Like, this is the best thing. How could it ever get any better? That's really the proud mentality these people walk around in, man.
Going back to Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. Habakkuk 2 and 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, establish a city by iniquity.
It said, woe unto him. Woe meaning destruction. And establishes a city by blood and what? And iniquity. Okay? Iniquity. What is the so-called white man done, man? Nothing but straight iniquity. He's the wicked. He's the border of wickedness. Wherever you see a so-called white man walk by and Edomite, there you go. With wickedness. You just witness wickedness walk by. That was it.
Nahum chapter 3 verse 2. The noise of a whip, and the noise of a rattling of the wheels, and of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots.
Yeah, so when you go into the history, you know that Nineveh was basically overtook. A lot of the Medes came, Babylon came up, they helped, they partook in the downfall of Nineveh. So they came in there with their chariots, their horses, with the chariots on there. And what's going to happen in these last days? The same exact thing is going to happen to America, man. These other nations are going to come up in here and they're going to ravish this place, man. Isaiah 13. Okay? If a brother wants to hold that on deck real quick. You know, but they're going to come and it's going to be the same people again. Okay? The Medes, who are who now? The Russians. They're going to come from the north. And they're going to come and sack this place, man. Along with these other nations as well. Okay? Read that again. Because now, what are the modern day chariots? It's going to be these planes, these, you know, the armored vehicles. Okay? And not only that's coming to the streets here, there's going to be martial law troops out here too. Okay? Putting a big ass black boot up your ass, man. To get you right in line. You know, you don't want to quarantine. Well, this size 13 is going to show you to quarantine your ass back at home.
Have a gun in your face too.
Yep. Go ahead. Because this is what this. When you read this is going into what's going to come here in America, man. Go ahead.
Nahum chapter 3 verse 2. The noise of a whip.
And what would be the purpose of the whip? It was to make them horses go faster, right?
Yep.
You whip the horse and make them go faster. So you know what's that sound now? Now it's the motors.
Yep.
You know, them engines. Go ahead.
And the noise of the rattling of the wheels.
You know, you're gonna be hearing them little tanks riding by.
Yep.
You know. Go ahead.
This is painting a picture for y'all, man.
Yep.
And of the prancing horses, and of the jumping chariots, the horseman lifteth up both the bright sword and the glittering spear.
Yeah, who's the horsemen? The horsemen are the people that are going to be in those vehicles, man. And what's the bright sword and the glittering spear? That's a modern day gun, man. You're going to have them popping up on the top of them Gatling guns or the laser beams or whatever they're going to have with their guns, and they're going to be shooting at y'all, man. They're going to be laying people down. Go ahead.
Right. And there is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, and there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses.
There is a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses, man. Just like back then, it's going to happen again. You know, we quote it all the time, you know, that which is that which shall be. You know, so this happened back in Nineveh, and guess what? Now it's going to happen again here in America, man. These martial law troops, these other troops, they're going to be riding through here in their military vehicles, you know, and they're going to be laying people the fuck down.
And it said there's no end to the corpses, so it ain't gonna be an official number. Oh, 200,000 died here and 50,000 died there. It's just gonna be dead bodies.
Yep.
You know, ain't no coroners, no ambulances.
They're gonna say a city is taken. You know,
Yep.
they're not gonna have no numbers for the bodies. It's just, you know, just assume they're dead.
Yep.
Because hey, they're gonna. Ain't nobody gonna want to come and touch that body when with the whole COVID-19 thing going. That person might have COVID. I don't want to go over there and touch that body and move it. You know, just leave it there. Well, that's just gonna breed more disease.
Oh,
you know. Go ahead. There gonna be rats. You know.
What? I said what? Verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts.
See, in America has been well favored for a long time. This has been the place to be. All right. You know, this place has been shown favor for a long time. The Lord has allowed this place to, you know, as it says in Second Thessalonians, I believe, where it says, "Now he that letteth shall let."
Yep.
You know.
So we
Most
taking
High
out
has
the
let
way.
This place go. He has let it prosper in its ways, man, in its wickedness. You know. Go ahead.
It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts.
Yeah, that's what Esau has done here in America, man. You know, so you know they've sold other nations through their whoredoms, man. You know because what these other nations have sold out. You know, you wanna have a democracy. You wanna be living lavish and rich like we do. Well, here, this is what you gotta do. And they had us get in bed with that whore, man. Go ahead.
Verse 5. Nahum 3 and 5. Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
Yeah, the Lord is against this place, man. You know, so they always talking about God God bless America. The God is going to destroy this place, man.
Right.
The God ain't for this place, man. The Lord is completely against America. All right. He is completely against Esau. Okay. Go ahead.
It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
And that's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is discovering, he's lifting up the skirt upon this place, man. You know, everybody's starting to see America for what it really is. Even the other nations are starting to see it. You know, it's not just Jake. Jake ain't the only one waking up to the madness of Esau, man. The whole earth is. That's why you see uproars of the people.
You got Moab bugging out against Karens and shit.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Beating them up, locking them up in their nail salons and shit.
That's good stuff. It says, and I will show thy nations, and I will show thy nations thy nakedness, and kingdoms thy shame.
Right. You know, we just spoke on said that there. You know, the other nations are starting to see that this place really ain't got no power, man. So now the other nations are trying to get that power. You know, they're all teaming up. You know, they're rising up. Their military is growing. You know, their arsenals are growing. You know, because they feel like they can come up against this place now. You know, like it says in Joel chapter 3, let the weak say I am strong. Okay. Let this brother finish.
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 15. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee. In the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Jeremiah 49, verse 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen.
Yeah, the Lord is making this place small amongst the heathen, man. Why? How? What's one way that the Lord is making this place, America, small again amongst the heathen? Well, He's bringing down this economy as we speak. And how? What's another way too? The Lord is rising up the militaries of these other countries, man. Via who? Via the guard that they got.
That's a big way to they're making us small, or making America small among the heathen. They're rising up all the other nations. Well, at this point here,
it's just the power is dwindling. You know, they were this big ass balloon, and now as America is shrinking, the other nations are blowing up. You know, their size of their balloon is growing up for illustration purposes.
Yep.
Nobody really respects Esau no more, you know. Especially America, you know. It's like if you got somebody look at you like you're a small guy in the mafia, you know, and then the head honcho is the big guy, you know. So when you look at somebody small, he's a small guy, you know, compared to me, you know. So
that's how they look at you Americans.
Yeah.
American go over to one of these other countries, even another Edomite country, they're like, oh, damn
Can't go
American.
nowhere now.
Oh, well, when you go already to it, like, you damn Americans.
Yeah.
You know, it's fucking Americans, man.
Because now these other nations don't even want you Americans in there. I think the only place you can really go is Mexico, because Canada don't even want you. Canada don't want no America. Oh, and Israel.
which they in lockdown right now, so you can't go there.
So nobody's fucking with America no more, man. You know, this place is out the door. You know, yeah. What's that? The description of the Babylon, the Lord.
Well-favored harlot.
Well-favored harlot. One in Revelation. I forget how it goes, but nonetheless, keep
Jeremiah chapter 49 in verse 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. Thy terribleness have deceived thee.
That terribleness has deceived you, because America has been walking around like a big bad bully, terrorizing the shit out of the world. You know? and what? It's deceived this place, because they thought, well, shit, we got the power now. Shit, ain't nobody fucking with us. Look at what we did to these people. Automatically bow to us. If we go up in, we just gotta say we're gonna come up in there, and these people will fold up and do what we say. And that shit fooled you. Y'all really thought y'all was gonna get away with doing all this madness, and nobody was ever gonna rise up against you. That's how proud this place is, man.
Go back to just 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago with the damn Iraq shit. You know, That was crazy. That was some bold shit that these Americans did.
Yep.
All right, they faked the terrorist attack, and then they went into a whole nother nation that really didn't have anything to do with it.
And that was against the UN. The UN said they weren't with it. Bush, he said whatever, you know.
Did it anyway.
Yep.
You know, he said, "The hell with that. I'm gonna still do it." And they had their own agenda. They went in and they invaded a whole nother nation, and they're still there.
Yeah. On grounds of weapons of mass destruction. Never found not even half of one. You know.
Not even half. Not even a semblance of it.
They also helped train the military, so that's another excuse for them to want to say, look, we helped train your military, so we ain't going nowhere. Because they just had that with the whole Soleimani thing. The Iraqi people, they were protesting. They said they wanted America out of there.
Yeah.
You know, but did they leave? No. Their asses is still over there, man. Stubborn as fuck. Yeah. They're too proud, man.
It's occupation, yeah.
Thy terribleness is like Jeremiah 49 verse 16. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee. In the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Proud of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. You got a good example right here. They're dwelling in the clefts of the rocks. It's still not this building made out of concrete. You know? Yeah. You know, they're still dwelling in the clefts of the rocks, man. Look at the buildings in these downtowns, man. You know?
They call them skyscraper. They don't call them skyscraper for nothing.
Yeah.
It's literally
They made it.
escaping the sky.
Well, they used to make them out of concrete, out of wood. Well, no, you know, they still make the big buildings, you know, skyscrapers out of concrete.
Sort of composite.
Yeah, kind of, if you can't see it. Yeah, that building in the making back there.
And that goes to show you the condition, the state of this place, because they went away from something strong like concrete to some weak ass shit.
Yep.
You know? And that's why this place is just falling apart. The infrastructure is shit here.
Got Chinese drywall.
Yeah, people catching dying of asbestos. You know? That was it on that?
A little bit more. It says, though thou shouldest make thy nest as the eagle, I will bring thee down from this.
Because what? The eagle flies higher than most birds in the earth, man. And what do? They set their nest up high so that the enemies, the other birds that are their enemies, won't eat their young or can't attack them because the eagle flies so high. You know, it's hard to attack when you're coming up to something. It's easier to attack if you're coming down. So the eagle flies high, so for that same purpose, and that's how Esau has exalted himself. You know, he's exalted himself so high because he feels like ain't nobody touch me. You know, ain't nobody attacking it. You know, like that movie Avatar. You know, that big red flying thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Nobody fucking with it because he's the highest flying bird in the sky. You know, and that's what Esau, his mentality is. Ain't nobody gonna fuck me if I'm all the way up here.
Yeah, that's why in war, you know, whoever has the high ground has the advantage. You know, that's why it's harder when they had walls around the cities. It was harder to invade because what? You had to go to the niggas standing on top of the wall shooting down at you and shit. You know.
It says, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord.
Yeah, I will bring thee down from this, man. The Most High gonna grab you. He gonna wrap your hair around his hand, and he gonna yank your ass down, man, violently. All right, like I say. It's nothing but saying, you know. Gotta show.
About to have a Mustang moment.
When you blow a piston, do that. Hey, but like it says in Revelation 18, that this place is gonna be taken down by violence. So see, the higher, what they're saying in the world goes is the higher they are, the harder they fall. And Esau's exalted himself up, and he's set his nest up in the stars. So when the Lord comes down and yanks his ass down, it's gonna be a great and amazing fall, man. You know?
That's why the scripture saying, thus with violence, that great city Babylon shall be thrown down. One more piece of verse 17, it's the point. It says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
Yeah, they're going to be astonished, man, because this place is going to be utterly ruined. It's going to be desolate, you know? You know, Revelation 18, again, it talks about the merchant city, okay? And the people have been moaning. You know, the whole earth, the downfall of America is going to be televised all over the earth, man. You know? Everybody's going to see it. All right? Whether you actually here in America or you abroad, you're going to see the downfall of this place. Okay? And it's going to be sweet. gonna be bittersweet for the nations, but it's gonna be, it's still nonetheless gonna be sweet. They're gonna relish, but they're gonna be hurt. You know, I'm saying, who's gonna buy our merchandise now?
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers was fucking buying the shit out from us. Now we're gonna do that. They ain't gonna have to worry about that because they're going right into slavery. You know, they think they're gonna get away. Nah, y'all too. Y'all had a hand in it. We're gonna read y'all Psalms 83 as y'all sit in line getting your tags. All right. Go ahead with yours.
This is Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14, I'm gonna start at verse 10. Isaiah 14 and 10. All they that speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Yeah, see, that's what the nations are starting to do over here. The nations are scratching their head. Hold on, man. This place is America ain't really prospering like that no more. Have they really become as we are? You know, struggling to figure out how we're gonna help our people, you know. I mean, just looking at America when the whole COVID-19 shutdown came. You know, toilet paper was out. They couldn't get, you know, the meat shortages had coming, all because you had to go sit at home because of a cold. Imagine if shit was to really pop off and the economy was to crash. Imagine the state of these people, man. Everybody can't work. You can't afford to buy the food. Who's going to be working the farms? The farmers are going to have to close. The warehouse, everybody's fucked. And you know, the other nations see this, man. You know? Go ahead.
Art thou become like unto us? Verse 11. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
This place is spiritually dead, man. The Lord took the spirit of mirth from this place. There ain't no more joy in America anymore, man.
Yeah, because that's when you get worms.
Yeah.
Like when you would bury a body, the worms come when it's decaying. You know.
Verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Lucifer just means enlightened one, man. You know, and Esau is enlightened. He knows the truth. Esau knows who the chosen people of the Heavenly Father are. That's why he has them in subjection. Otherwise, why would he have them in subjection? You know, because he knows the hatred that he has towards our people, man. And he's taking full advantage of that, and he's continuing the affliction because he thinks that he can upset the prophecies. He thinks that he can beat our people down so much that we just gonna have to go with it. And the Lord is just gonna be like, well, I guess I tried.
The one variable he couldn't account for was the elect, because he couldn't find them, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. You see, the Lord had his elect in his hand, you know, and that's why he couldn't find them. You know, he was hidden, you know.
Finish in verse 12. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations?
You know, the people the nations are asking themselves that. How the hell is this place, America, the greatest country on the whole planet Earth, how is this place brought down? Yeah, did it weaken the whole earth? You know, another good precept is how is the whole land? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 23. Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken?
Yeah, what do you do with a hammer? You hit things into wood, you know, or you're molding something. You beat things up with it, man. All right. How is the whole hammer of the earth broken asunder? You know.
How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations?
Man, how has Babylon become a desolation? How has America become so empty? You know, you go into that word desolate, meaning empty, man. And it's gonna be wasted. This place is gonna be completely empty when the missiles hit. All right. You know, even when shit really gets popping here in Jacob's Trouble, the streets are gonna be empty. You know, the Wall Street gonna be empty. You know, these financial institutes, they're gonna be empty. Ain't nobody gonna be in them buildings, man.
The storehouses is gonna be empty.
The storehouses gonna be empty. You know.
It's getting empty quick right now. I mean, a lot of these stores are closing up because of financial reasons. You know, so you can't even go to the mall. You really ain't shit you can do at the mall anymore like it was 20 years ago. You know, or some of your favorite family restaurants, they're closing down. You know, mom and pop shops shutting down. You know, it's happening now. It's like y'all not even paying attention. It's actually happening now. It's gonna get to a point where there's gonna be nothing open.
I was gonna say that's the spirit, Isaiah 14 chapter going to the worms. That's what became. Climate crash and these things falling out of course is part of the game.
See, people, when you really listen to the conversations of these people, they talking about this economy, man. They know that people are starting to realize that things ain't gonna turn for the better. They know something's up, and people, these Edomites are preparing themselves, man. You know, they trying to save away a little nest egg somewhere. You know, it's only Jake who really ain't worried about it. And that's the spirit, though. Because what can you? You cannot save yourself from what's going to get ready to come, man. You know, but that goes to show you how proud these devils are. They really think they can get through this. That's getting ready to come, man. Okay. That was on that.
Yeah. Got one precept in Isaiah, chapter 24, starting at verse 8. Isaiah 24, verse 8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them.
Yeah, you go to the bars now. You can't even dance. You know, you got to sit down. As soon as you stand up to fix your pants, they a hand on your shoulder. Sit down.
Where's your mask?
Yeah. You gotta have a mask on. Ain't nobody want to enjoy that shit, man. Just at my job, I had some Edomites come through a couple days ago. They were buying a boat, and the bitch couldn't wait to take off her mask. I fucking hate these things. I can't wait to take these. They stop with this mask shit. I'm just sitting there like, man, you don't even know.
No idea.
Not gonna stop. Not gonna stop.
And like I say, that's what's showing you that Esau's gonna have to do a false flag because they're losing the fear of his men. You know, so he's gonna have to put some kind of terrorist attack out there to get back and control people. Because they know this shit bullshit.
Yeah, there ain't no fun here in America no more, man. Look at downtown. There ain't no fun out here. You got little kids riding around on bikes, and soon they're gonna be riding in bikes and raping people and robbing people. You know?
Yeah, like in the Purge, the niggas with
There ain't
little
no fun
bikes.
out here, man.
They could be looking for fun. They're like, fuck it, ain't nothing to do. Let's find some shit to do.
Shit, your normal spots you go to, you go and you paying more for the stuff because of whole COVID-19, man. You ain't got no more dollar tacos. You know, matter of fact, you might as well go to Burger King if you're looking for deals.
Get that $2 meal.
Yeah, get that $2 snack box. You sell 10 nuggets, a burger, fries, and a drink all for $2.
Jeez.
You know, that's the only place you're really gonna have fun. You get it. You know, you come down here to these downtowns, man. Drinks are outrageously priced now. The prices are going up. You know, and what your ass is still
going up.
Yeah, you see,
Everything is
everything's going up.
Your price, your rent, your food, your clothes.
It hurt.
Now,
Preach.
That's right.
going up.
Everything's going up. See?
See, I remember you. I remember you from last week.
Yeah.
And I got you
Yeah,
out
no, I know. See, look, the Lord had her, because we talking about the downfall of this place. Lord has her wearing a shirt that says United States Space Force, and it's fighting an alien, man.
Damn. Damn.
He's winning. He's gonna win. See, that's gonna be the ultimate judgment.
now you gotta take a picture of that.
No.
Got to.
Hey, that's spiritual though. You don't
Yes.
even know that's spiritual.
No, it is spiritual. I'll
It is.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Because it is.
There's gonna be a war in the heavens, you know?
Yep.
Hey, just think about it. When the time comes, it's going to be the civilians versus the cops. And that's going to happen real soon.
Real soon.
It's already happening.
No, the cops are harassing the homeless for no reason. It's getting out of control. They should not have to harass or bully any person regardless whether you got a home or you're homeless. There you go. So who do we fight? You got to fight the police.
Bully alert, that's what we're talking about.
This is the book of Isaiah 24, verse 8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice ended.
Yeah, ain't nobody having fun no more, man. You go to these bars at night. I know you be seeing them out here. They look miserable. They ain't enjoying their time.
You know what I do?
Got a mask
I'm
on.
not out here. I'm not out here.
Oh,
at
well,
night.
you smart then. I wouldn't be caught out here either.
We ain't missing anything.
My boyfriend and I went on hiding home and we stayed in because we don't want to deal with the drama and the trouble and the aggravation and the fights. Because I'm protecting him going to jail, and I'm protecting myself from going to jail.
That's the last place you want to end up in this period, this time.
Yeah.
Shit. No, you know what it is? It's all about the money. You get arrested, you pay to have yourself arrested.
That's right. She ain't lying.
She ain't saying nothing true.
Reading on, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth.
The joy of the heart.
The joy of the
Yeah,
heart.
ain't nobody wants to party with listening to music. You go have a house party, you're liable to have your neighbors call the cops on you. So
Yeah.
really, you can't have no fun.
Remember the Airbnb? You can't, if you're from that city, you can't have more than like 10 people together in the
There
Airbnb. So
But if you look at it this way too, go on the Riverwalk and watch the spies watch on the homeless. It all goes back to the police department. It all goes back to the mayor. Because all they're trying to do is create trouble for the homeless.
That's all they know for, trouble. Go ahead on.
Verse 9, they shall not drink wine with a song.
Yeah, see, you used to go to the bars and music's playing and you get pissy drunk and you go home and you might have yourself a woman or you might be with a guy you just met at the bar that night. Ain't nobody doing that now. They
No.
go on and they're drinking and the music, they can't even dance.
Yeah.
They gotta sit down and the people at the bars that are too pissy to drink, they're getting kicked out. So they're going home alone. Remember the chick got kicked out and homeboy tried to go follow after her.
Yep.
Well, he tried to go after her like, oh shit, I'm gonna go take advantage of her.
Yep.
And she didn't even want to deal with him.
That's-
No,
How you get this by a drunk woman that just got kicked out of a bar?
you might have COVID. I can't go home with you.
See, the
There you
spirit,
go.
it's just the spirit of joy is gone from this place, man. Nobody can
It
enjoy themselves
disappeared.
no more. You know?
it disappeared
Yeah.
along with respect, dignity,
Yeah, yeah.
caring, compassion, and understanding. All that's out the window.
And love of many shall wax cold.
Yep.
You know, I was reading that earlier. You know, that's all out the window. People don't trust each other no more.
No, they don't.
You can't, you know, you get too close to somebody, they're looking at you funny. And you thinking that you.
Oh,
got
you
some
don't
kind of
have
thing.
to tell me. I see this every night down the Riverwalk.
Yeah,
If
sure.
they walk their dog, they pull their dog away. And do you know why?
I can
Because
imagine.
because your asshole mayor turn around and spread the word around that the homeless got the COVID-19.
Yeah, see?
Where the hell does the homeless have that kind of money to go to China when we don't have it? You figure that one out. You just need an answer for that.
They got it. You don't got it. They got it.
They got it. We don't.
David says, appreciate you.
Reading on, verse 9, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Why? Because it's gonna be so, and it's really just starting. You know, but back some years, even a couple months ago, if you wanted to do away with your misery, you just get pissy drunk. And the days that are getting ready to come, like the scripture just said, it said
Yeah.
they shall read that last part again about the strong drink.
Verse 9, they shall not drink with wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter
Yeah,
to them.
strong drink shall be bitter unto them. So they ain't gonna chase away their miseries. They're just gonna get drunk and they still gonna be thinking
Yep.
about their misery that they going through.
Start breaking shit in the house.
It's like kill.
Yep.
You gonna wake
That's
up.
basically
Damn, I
what
can't
it's
pay my
all about.
rent. I can't buy milk no more or meat because prices are going up.
Well, domestic abuse is going up too.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, I know that's
You're gonna wake up
going
to them
up.
knocking on your door. You passed
I'm
out
seeing
drunk
a lot
in your
of
house.
that.
You're gonna wake up.
Physical
Your house, you're
and
not gonna
mental
go to
abuse.
constable.
Yep.
Evicting
That's
your
not a
house.
good sign.
You know, a lot of people getting evicted right
That's
now.
and I know.
And the only
people
thing they
that
have to
go
look
through
forward
that.
to is possibly getting a 40 ounce or something. You know,
And,
The Four Loco.
No, not the stimulus check. That's the
Oh,
only
God,
thing
okay.
I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got that one stimulus that shit was going in like a day, and the government playing around, you know, saying, oh yeah, we're working on another one for you.
Yeah. They've been working on it for 8 years.
It's been 9 months.
And now Trump just did the platinum plan for the black people.
Yeah, 500 million or something.
That's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah, so yeah, you drinking, you trying to drink away your sorrows and your pain.
Mhm.
Once you wake up from your drunkenness, you gonna realize you're still in hell, baby.
You're still gonna have the pain because the pain will never go
Yeah,
away.
you gonna wake up. You're gonna be drinking and still be depressed.
Yep.
At least when you're supposed to drink, you're supposed to get away your depression.
Yeah.
You gonna be drinking and you still mad and crying. And imagine just in the room just drinking.
Look at
That's
I've
what these
done
people
drugs.
really doing, huh?
I've done drugs, and I drank to kill my pain, to walk away from my pain. But guess what? When I wake up the next morning, the pain is still there. So you know how I got rid of the pain? Continue walking away from those who put me on drugs, for those who put me on alcohol. Walk away and keep going.
Hey, tell that to these rich people out here that
Tell these dumb
gonna be in that
motherfuckers
same
that.
position you are. In a couple of weeks, they're gonna be in the same position
Yeah.
you're in right now. But they can't drink away their pain because they don't even know what it's like to struggle.
Yeah, they don't
how
know
to cook a meal.
pain. That's why they kill themselves. End up, CEOs, they'll jump out the building. You know.
They end up committing suicide.
Yeah, they'll jump out the window. Yeah, exactly. They'll commit suicide.
Because they can't live without their money.
Yeah, the people these people are the most miserable people on the whole planet Earth.
You got it.
They've been pampered, man. They've lived a whole lavish lifestyle. They're used to AC. They don't know what it is to be outside for more than 5 minutes. I think one week we was here, and a lady and her husband and her little kid was walking by. And she was complaining to the husband, telling him, "I'm starting to sweat." It's like you're gonna be through when you like it.
Sweat.
Whether you like it or not, this is what you got to deal with.
Yep.
This is what homeless life is all about. I've been out here for 6 years, 2 years in Boston. I lived in the cold and I lived in the heat. I'm still alive. The good Lord didn't take me because he put me here for a reason. There's always a purpose in life. And that's to chase your goal, your dream. Don't let nobody or nothing take you down.
That's right.
You gotta climb up.
That's right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 24, verse 10. Isaiah 24 and 10. The city of confusion is broken down.
Yeah, the city of confusion. This place is confused.
Big time.
America, they don't know that is not the place to be.
Okay.
Good thing we closed our borders to them.
Yeah, people used to